URBANI SEPARE, that we sometimes call an Institute for Community Development, is an NGO, an association promoting the quality of urban life. So we kind of think urbanistically, but focus on communities and local potential. It actually started with a group of moms that in 2014 were gathering in front of their kindergarten, where this statue of Ivan Pleveni stood covered in bird poop. And as they self-organized to clean the statue, URBANI SEPARE was born, a booth for all citizens and for local initiatives. In 2020, Rijeka has presented itself as the European capital of culture. In 2020, the year where every possible initiative was possible, URBANI SEPARE was dealing with the local council of Hartera. This is a fictional local council for an abandoned neighborhood, an abandoned district, actually a complex of 66 abandoned buildings of an ex-paper factory. The project of the local council Hartera filled this space with various community activities and programs, hoping to revive and show and polish the potential of this huge abandoned neighborhood that's right in the city center. In 2020, a new set of activities and a new fresh group of producers was born, and the core team of the new set is here with you today. This is how the project looked like, and the various set of activities I will continue. Oh, sorry, this arrow thing is bothering me. Okay. It works very badly, I'm sorry. Now in the following year, the 2021, this new set of activities and our new group of producers continued to move across neighborhoods with this format. And we produced 4 neighborhood festivals. The format was, it had 2 open calls, an open call for localities, so open call for neighborhoods, and then an open call for the producer groups. This could be all from individuals, artists, artisans, organizations, NGOs, all the way to institutions that work in these localities. We dealt with Zamet, Pecine, Kantrida, and Mlaka, 4 very interesting neighborhoods in Rijeka, and together with the group of participants, we curated and organized the festival. Now, this set of activities I was mentioning before always includes cultural and ecological praxis. So there's always a film, music, there's always an intervention in space, an artistic intervention, there's always a workshop, there's always something very specific, like a specific experience that you get in a neighborhood, like maybe just a balcony view from someone's place. It always includes opening up spaces located there that are often that are usually unavailable to the public, and of course cooking, lots of collective cooking and food, and walks, lots of walks, urbanistic walks, architectural walks, history walks, critical walks, and talks, lots of talks. Talks with the participants, talks with the public, talks with experts, so a very variety of activities that we could continue to use as a format in all different neighborhoods. Now, the programs, since they were curated with the participants, always had space for local input. So if there was an abandoned cinema that right now is a garage, we projected a film onto it. If there was a coffee place where they play cards, we organized a tournament. So each program in each neighborhood had its own specific stuff, and along with this set of activities, and I keep saying set of activities. Murals and interventions and food markets. Actually, one of our programs branched out. In one neighborhood, we focused on the food market that gets closed around 2 2, and then afterwards it just becomes infrastructure that's unused. So we used it at Zamet, and then actually got called to do another food market in the city, and we loved it. It's a very cool thing. Now last year, which was the following year after the 4 neighborhood festivals, we decided to focus on the seaside. The seaside of Rijeka has been living through a lot of major urbanistic changes, new marine container terminals, lots of industry and traffic, and companies buying the seaside that's already unavailable to Rijeka. Rijeka is and was a very industrial city, so the seaside was never used, but right now it's becoming more and more impossible to use it. There's a very cute statistic that every citizen of Rijeka has access to 6 centimeters of the local coast. So this was obviously the locality that we focused on with our program. Now we curated more than 100 activities during our 2-week festival that traveled from one side of the coast to another, always showing and opening up usually unavailable spaces, talking, walking, sailing courses, boat rides, the astrology. Oh, we also had cūrā. Always educational material, and getting to know, getting to see, getting to taste all of these different neighborhoods, all of these different localities, and this bizarre coast that we have. So these are just a couple, and this was the most beautiful cooking merenda, we call them, that we ever produced. Now this is a blank slide because the future is unwritten. No, I'm joking, it's actually never. Now that was last year, and last year we also started dealing so very much more seriously with the coastline, and also with the river that we have flowing through Rijeka. Now Rijeka in English means river, and it's actually a very interesting situation that the city is called river. It's there because of the river, but the citizens have no access to the river, and the river is completely disregarded and left just to flow. So these are 2 major focal points, like the seaside and the river. So with the river, we're dealing with, again, a fictional nature park, and we're developing that into a 2-year project that we're going to be dealing with in the next 2 years. So creating like a vision to our project of how the nature park, if it was alive, could value, respect, and preserve the river. And we're dealing with regenerative tourism. So we're developing modules of regenerative tourism that are mostly based on the sea, on the seaside. So these are kind of like our 2 main points in which we are going to develop. So maybe no more festivals, I don't know. But we're kind of getting more serious into the regenerative tourism and the protection of our river. But we became good at one thing, and this is the way I really like ending up URBANI presentations, and that's making dreams and wishes and collages of a better city reality. Thank you.